Hello everyone, welcome again to this tutorial which we're building open world survival game. And as we said, we need like to equip a pickaxe to the player so he can get the rocks. But before that we need like a quick bar where the pickaxe will be saved. So we're going to make this quick bar in this tutorial. So here is what we will get. So when we interact with the rock, and we open the inventory, double click any of the items here, and it will be, as you can see here in the bottom, it will be equipped to the quick bar, and it's going to be the same thing as you can see here. So we open the inventory, double click the item, and will be equipped to the quick bar. So let's get started. Before we start, we need to download this file from the description link and then extract it to the game project, and then when this will ask you to replace or skip, just replace files in the destination and launch open world game .scene, which is the file of Visual Studio. Just click it and wait for everything to load. After that, build solution. So when the build is complete, we can just start the editor and close Visual Studio. So here in the system, we're going to make a new folder. Let's call it quick bar, and here we're gonna make like items quick bar, and here we're gonna make data folder and a blueprint class of quick bar. We choose layer quick bar component. Let's call it like blueprint items quick bar, and let's open it, remove the tick event, and here in the class defaults, here in the number of slots, we make it like 6, and in the begin here, begin play, wait for experience reading node. So when it's reading, we're just gonna listen for gameplay messages. So this is just listening, and when you broadcast a message from another system, this will listen and will fire here with the data. We're going to give it here a tag or a channel. So here in the gameplay event, we're going to add a sub tag here, going to be items quick bar, another sub which is equip item, and we need like a source for this, which is this, and let's choose it. We need a structure over here, so let's make a one here in the data folder, blueprint structures, and let's call it items quick bar and equip item. So to equip an item, we need like the item itself and the index for the item. But I will add another variable, so here index. But for this, we're gonna make it has index. So has index will make us like to equip item like from the inventory. So here the item is going to be item instance. For the has index is going to be boolean, and the index is going to be integer. So here we're gonna look for items quick bar equip item, and that's it. We need a function over here, equip item to slot, and it will have input of equip item, this structure we just made. Let's call it data. And what we're going to do, we split struct and we check if this is row. So if it's not, so let's start with it has the index, so the index is set. We know the index, and first we're going to check if this index is empty. So we get slots and we get a copy, and let's get data, and we'll look for this one here, variables, get data, and we split this, we drag this over here. So if this is valid, we're gonna remove it, but if it's not valid, we're just gonna equip. So what we're going to do is add item to slot, and we're going to get this and add it to a slot. And we need to send an information that the item added and or equipped it. So let's do that. Get gameplay message subsystem and broadcast message, and it will need a channel gameplay event items quick bar, and we need a sub tag here. Item equipped, and we need a structure here. So let's just duplicate this, and let's make item equipped. Let's open it. We're gonna remove this. So we're going to leave only these two here, the item and the index where it's equipped. So we're gonna do here, we're gonna make items quick bar item equipped. We're gonna drag this just like this. So compile, save. This is if there is nothing in the slot, but if there is one, we need to remove it. So we do a function remove item. We need index, and we're going to look a move item from slot, this one. We get this, and we're going to make another structure, which is item unequipped, and it's going to have only this item. So here we're going to get gameplay message subsystem and broadcast message. We can drag this like this, and here in the gameplay event items quick bar, we auto subtag and item unequipped, choose it. So this is it, and let's go back here and we remove the item. We get this over here, and then we go back here. Let's clean this. So let's drag this like here. But if we don't have the index, we make a new function, get next empty slot, and it's going to have like get all slots. So get slots, and here for each loop what we're going to do is we're gonna check it's valid, and if it's valid then it's not empty, but if it's not valid we're going to return the index. But before we return the index we need like a boolean to see if there is an empty slot or not, and here we need to uncheck the success. Let's make it pure function and we close it. We get it over here, we check. So let's start with, if there is a empty slot, what we're going to do, we get this, duplicate, and instead of this we're going to take this, we do same here. And if it's false we need to get this, duplicate, and we remove this from here. And we'll look here for warning, system message warning, and here in the system we're gonna make like messaging system and data, and let's make a structure here, let's call it if system warning, and it's going to be like two variables, title and message, Let's save it, close it, and we go back here and go into this system warning, make system warning. So here for the title we make something like quick bar fall, and here we make like the quick bar has no empty slot. So let's close this, and here we drag equip item to slot and we do it this way. So next we're going here to the UI, and we're going to make a new folder here. Let's call it quick bar and items quick bar. So here we're going to make widget blueprint. It's going to be tagged widget, this one. Let's call it widget blueprint items quick bar. And just to make sure it's working, we're gonna go here to the system and here to the HUD, and here we're going to add the widget over here, which is widget blueprint and items quick bar. It needs a slot ID, so here in the HUD we're going to add a new one over here, which is gonna be let's call it items quick bar. So HUD slots items quick bar, and let's save it, close it. And we need like, so let's duplicate inventory and let's call it quick bar, and here we're going to look for items quick bar, save it, close it. We need to add it over here, quick bar, and we need one more thing here in the UI and the HUD. So here we need to add like a place where this so what I'm going to do is duplicate this, and I'm going to put it over here, so just like this. And let's call it here items quick bar. And the important thing here is going to be items quick bar. And what we need to do now is, so quick bar, need to open this, and we add something here like border, and let's wrap it with size box. Let's give it like in the width 650, here 100. So if we play right now, as you can see, it's there. So let's just drag it a little bit higher. But one more thing is we need this to drag it here. So it will be always going this way here. And now it's better and much more good. I'm going to remove this. I don't need it. If we like increase this to like 800, what we'll do here is in this we do size the content. So this is good. And let's close this. Let's close the, sorry. So let's open the widget. And what I'm going to do here in the UI, I'm going to the inventory and I'm just gonna duplicate this. So just here and drag it over the quick bar and copy. And here we're gonna open this. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove this and this, and I'm gonna leave this here. But in the class settings, I'm going to remove this. Let's do here no. So I'm going to add here an index. And it's going to be integer, it's going to be instance editable. And I'm going here to do listen for gameplay message. I'm going to listen here for gameplay event and items quick bar, choose item equipped. And here it's going to be item equipped. Let's just drag this and check if this is equal to this index. And if it's true, I'm going to set this to this and update. And update quantity also. And in the start, we're going to update this. So if it's not valid, I'm just gonna get this and get the quantity, set visibility to both of them hidden, and here in the end we need to put them back to visible. And this is it. Like, now what we're going to do is I'm gonna rename this quick bar slot. And here I'm going to remove this and look for a horizontal box. And so we're gonna drag this here. and let's duplicate it 6 times. And now let's go here to the first one. Index is 1. Second one, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. As you can see, the size is not good, so we come over here. Let's give it like 100 by 100. And let's get a spacer here. And let's add one over here. So let's drag another one here, and another one here, and another one here. So hold Control and select all of them. And let's give them here like a 10. And that's it. And for the frame, we're going to put it back to white. Here 1. And it's going to be visible. So now if we play, we should see the frames. And I want to test it, so I will go to the inventory slot. So here in the UI, inventory. So here for the inventory grid, on item double clicked, I'm gonna cast to item instance and check is valid. And if it's valid, get gameplay master subsystem and broadcast a message, and is equipped. So items quick bar, equip item. So make equip item, this one, and it's going to have this, and it will not have the index. So we check the first one, it's going to equip it for the next one. So let's start with this. So we go interact with rock. We interact with this. And now if we double clicked, as you can see, we have 50 rocks, as in the inventory here, 50 rocks in the first slot. And if we did like double click over the apple, it goes like to apple. Let's do for the rocks, as you can see, and for this, as you can see. So this is it for this tutorial. See you in next video.